other question then. If you're not sure D'Amico Ryans is all in, we know there's talks that go in. If we don't think he's all in, why aren't they doing other interviews? Because that makes me believe, they've had talks with D'Amico Ryan and he says, you know what, I really like this. I like the game plan. I like all of this. Because if not, if you're having any sort of questions, you're still willing to have the second interviews, and they're not doing anything. Up until this, we were all like, what are they even doing? Are they moving at all?
It's a good question, and here's why.
How many second interviews did they have last year? They had one.
Yeah, and I'm going to go there, Mace. Like, they don't want to have – it's clear. They don't want to have multiple second interviews. They want to have one second interview and then offer him the job. They don't want to cloud it up. I laughed when I heard the Colts are having 7 second interviews. I mean, give me a break. Who wants to be part of that mess, to be honest? No, Mason's right. It's one, Rachel. One. They only want to have one. If they have to have more after that, they already know who they want. They want D'Amico Ryans, okay? I mean, that's it. We know this now. They didn't bring anybody in this week. Mike Klis is reporting saying he's the front runner. I trust Mike. They can't interview in person D'Amico Ryans until after the NFC Championship game. No, guys, we know who they want right now, okay? I don't know. They probably didn't want him at the beginning because they didn't know him. So his interview must have been amazing. So I'll give D'Amico Ryans props. He did something. He did something in that interview to go from basically an absolute kind of, last place in the horse race to coming down the stretch in first place to the degree that he is probably going to get to make the choice. So, no, there aren't going to be multiple interviews unless he chooses Houston.
Do you think that's wise, though? Because personally, yes. I disagree. I think you should have multiple second interviews, especially when you're bringing in the 2 primary money people to handle the second interviews. What the search committee is saying is, we hope the people with the last name that have the last name Walton, that have the primary thrust of money involved with this, that they're going to sign off on what we recommend.
All right. Well,
what if Rob Walton just says, I don't like the answers this guy gave?
That's a great point, because I think here's what's going on. I don't think there have been formal second interviews, but I do believe there's been conversations that Greg Penner has been having with several of the candidates after the initial interview. So I don't know how you guys want to classify that, but I think there's been a stream of communication since the interviews. And I believe he's done that with probably several of the candidates.